Who do you like in Volk and Lopez early on goes?
Early on, I gotta lean with Volkanovski, man. That guy. It's kind of interesting though, because you got to figure out where he's at after the things that have happened to him. But I think even with things not really working out for him as of late, I still think he's one of the best in the world, and I think he'll probably have Diego Lopez's number.
And over a time off from back-to-back knockouts, that time off was probably good for him. But he also aged a year. Nolan, who do you like early on?
Yeah, my brain tells me, Volkanovski should win. Granted, hopefully his chin has recovered from. I guess it's tough to tell, right? Getting punched in the head by Islam and Topuria, like back to back, not great. But those guys, they're not bad guys to get knocked out by if you're going to get knocked out by somebody. So, tough to say. But Diego's run just seems magical, man. I just keep having this like thought in the back of my head that he's going to somehow get the upset, whether he does test the chin of Volk or whatever. But I think Volkanovski should rightfully be the betting favorite. So I'm going to lean with him for now. But we'll circle back in a few weeks and see if I'm still there.
Danny, I hope you like Volk too. That way I know I'm going to gain on each one of you in the staff picks because I'm all over Lopez. But who do you like?
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I think I'm not going to let you get that point just yourself. I'm with you. Lopez is just getting better and better. His momentum. I think this sport is all about momentum. Volkanovski is coming off 2 knockout losses. Hasn't fought since a year ago, since February 2024. And look, if we've seen anything, like if the last year or so has taught us anything, is that there is a generational change happening right now. We saw it with Asanya. We saw it with Cejudo. We've seen so many of these veterans that are 36, 37, 38, just taking an L to the guys that are, stepping into their prime, the guys that are 28, 29. And I think this is a perfect example of that. So if both these guys were to face prime, I'd pick Volk. Volk is certainly a lot more advanced technically, but, there's a lot more to that. So I'm going to go with Lopez on this one.
Is Lopez slowing down in that Ige fight in round 3? Is that a concern? There's going to be 2 additional rounds here. Volk's done the fight
on short notice. It was supposed to be 45. He ended up fighting at 160 against the guy who had a full camp, who was going to fight in about 2 weeks. I mean, it was like the worst circumstances ever, and yet he was able to put off a win. And then he fought Ortega to a decision, so it's not like we didn't see him go the distance. I have no concerns about his cardio.
Okay.
I have concerns about when he actually trains. He's at every event, no matter where they go. If they do UFC Mars, he'll be there front row.
That is
when
true.
Does he actually train?
That is true.
How about Poetan? He's out there cornering people on the opposite side of the world. He's doing seminars. Then he goes to a Drake concert. It's like, bro, hop on that Zuffa plane or whatever it's called, the TKO plane, and get back, man. You got a fight. You got a monster coming up here in less than 2 weeks.
And it's not just UFC. I was in Mexico City for one of my best friend's wedding, and he DM'd me. He's like, "Oh, I'm out here in Mexico City too. I'm at the PI. My student is fighting in Budo Santos, like a local promotion in Mexico City. So he is literally all over the place. He has a house in Vegas. He has a house in Puebla, but he barely stays there. He's all over the place.
Damn, man, that dude, he's pulling it off though. That's for sure.